be honest, out of all the people I've had on so far, I don't think nervous is the right word, but you have probably your hands in the most different buckets. It's very hard to figure out where I should start with Miss Victoria, NFT Queen, XR Ninja. You're a little bit all over the place, but let's I want to revisit that last Clubhouse talk that you were part of with that app. I'm not sure if Crypto King was trolling or being real. I did not fact check this, but as a little bit of a background for the chat, we were talking about an app, an AR app on the phone that would basically predict what you look like naked. So anybody who had that app up could just pull it up in a mall and fairly accurately to some people was showing people what they would look like naked. Um, Victoria, that conversation, it was real. I think it just turned into a consent conversation, which is cool. But that problem is going way deeper than consent. There's some bigger things. And you were very quiet, surprisingly, on that conversation. I want to hear what Victoria thinks about that app.
Well, first of all, Crypto King, he likes to troll. That's like
Yeah.
most of what he does, just generally speaking. But that app actually didn't really make people naked. It just kind of it blurred their bodies to make it seem like they were being censored and naked.
Okay.
So it didn't actually show any like false body parts, put on a human through AI, right? But assuming that it was an app that allowed you to, see what people looked like naked, I think that's fucked up.
Well, I mean, we gotta admit, it's probably coming sooner than later, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, GPT-3 is it's pretty robust, so I could absolutely see somebody entering some large data sets and creating an app like that. It's pretty easy to integrate GPT-3 into things. You could easily do it with Python. So like here we are. We literally already have the technology for it. Um, but if somebody did do that, unless it was a joke, it'd be really fucked up. I mean, it takes away a person's privacy. It takes away a person's agency,
Hmm.
and let's not even get into the children discussion.
No, let's
Mm.
not. That's. I don't think we don't got enough time in the world for that. And no right answers. Damn, damn, Victoria. I don't want to go there, but I do want to go. If it's coming, and I fully believe it is. I fully believe that it's very hard to stop or slow down technology. What do we do once it's here? How do we mitigate this? Is there any way to, or are we just have to get very used to a future idea with how people see us may not be the way we want them to see us? It's ultimately going to be their choice how they view us.
Hmm. How can we stop this? Well, one way is a way that I don't particularly like, and it's getting those, large companies that so many of us have issues with, like Facebook and Google and Apple, to, put the kibosh on it on their end, be like, no, you can't. You can be part of our thing. Bye. And then hammer them out. Just get out of our app stores. No. But then you could always sideload stuff. Sideloading has been around ever since, the first fucking iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you could always do that. Um, and this is where like my personal opinion comes into play. Um, Agency. We all need to do our part as individuals. To do what we can. We cannot control what other people do. In my life, the only way that I've ever been able to deal with any kind of situation, has always been just to take my own responsibility and use my own agency and make the changes necessary that I need to make in order to protect myself. And it sounds like a dick comment, but
No, not at all.
that's all we I think that's all we could really do. Because we can't control people. There's people out there that do not have the best interests at heart of people or, children or animals or any living creature. And, that's unfortunately that's biology. Some people are just born that way. We we can sit here and be mad, and try to take away everyone's agency because of a few bad apples, or we could use our own agency and do what we can to protect ourselves and protect the people around us.
Yeah, that's I never thought of it that way where yeah, we are kind of goes back to I think one of the conversations that we were in that clubhouse is that I was talking, well, I wasn't, Joshua Corvinus on Twitter, who will actually be on the next Fireside Chat. He was just talking about a couple things, and we came to the conclusion, which I think is obviously we all know, is that the world's going to get weird very quick, very weirder, very quickly from an AR perspective. And what I want to be viewed as, what I say, hey, I'm proud of this about me. This is how I want to represent myself. I dress, I carry myself, my posture it might be meaningless eventually. It might be. Someone with glasses could choose to make me look like a furry anytime he wants, and that's how I'm going to be presented to him anytime he sees me. But all I can do is hold my agency the best I can. But I think about this a lot with my kid, and I'm not really sure how to deal with that. But that conversation was going down a rabbit hole I didn't want to get into at that point either. Hit that subscribe button to stay on top of the daily clips or catch the debates and fireside chats live on the main channel down in the video description. See you next time, Space Cowboys.